and then uh, you have to work towards it. So we know that there are different things, like something you like to do it, something you are good in doing, and some works which pays money. So you have to choose a career which is like intersection of all, means what you like it, what you are good in doing that, and also it pays the money. If all three matches, then it will be a then you will have a very successful career. So for understanding the process, you can see these are some of the steps which I have listed here. Like you have to do first self-assessment, like for what thing you are good, which is your capabilities, what you can do. You have to explore and research what next thing you have to do it. You have to take right decisions at right times. You have to take some steps. You have to work towards it. And when we are doing it, also always you have to evaluate whether you are going in right direction or not. So there are some tips here for building a successful career. So as I earlier mentioned, you have to first realize your goal. Then you have to understand everything about it. You have to do a lot of research about it, how you are going to do. You have to work dedicatedly towards it. And you have then only you will get the success. So here I have shown for engineering graduates some of the newses which are uh, available in the newspapers. Like very few engineers are only getting the job. So this is the real situation. There are some problems, uh, uh, like uh, many of the engineering graduates are lacking in some of the skills which is required for fulfilling the demand of industries. Highly skilled persons are needed. So there should be a focus on acquiring the required skill sets. Then employment will come automatically. So here, I have realized still we have some gap between what is required and what we have available. Like we have disconnect between various agencies, various institutes, policymakers. Like we can understand for if we require some specific skills, then for many things we have to import the technologies from outside. So that is the practical situation. So for fully fulfilling the Indian industry needs, we need high quality employable engineering graduates who can solve the problems of the latest problems which the industry is facing, or what the society is facing. So we need that kind of skill engineers and professionals which can fulfill this requirement. So India needs the next generation of professionals, teachers, industry ready engineers who can fulfill their requirements. So here you can see some of the technologies which got outdated with time. Like you can see old televisions, mobile phones, or the cameras, which is now not in the use. So with time, these developments are happening very fast. So we have to adopt the new technologies. The engineers also have to be ready to uh, to work and solve the problems related with the new devices which is coming in the market, because with time this advancement is happening very rapidly. So you have to be ready to meet the current requirement, which is the globally the change which is happening. Here, I have just listed, as you all have experienced, like how the communication technologies has evolved very rapidly, like from a telephone to now in mobile phones we use 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and currently we have started using 5G. So, uh, and even we are going looking for next to 6G and 7G. So, in this, the data speed is happening. A lot of information is available on internet. So the new engineers has to ready uh, uh, to handle a large amount of data, and the tech and the various applications of it, like using this technology, how it can be applied in different field for the greater benefit. So we have to be ready, up to date, update with the latest technologies. Here, I have just listed a humanoid robot, like which is also who can do many of the works. The robots can do many of the works sophisticatedly and more accurately than the human beings. Automated processes they can do. Here I have seen the Sophia robot who can also talk, can make the conversation of human being. Uh, so, so with this advancement, the human has to work collaboratively with all this automated system, uh, so that we can do we can do any work very effectively and in minimum time. Recently, you might have heard about this Chat GPT, which is a chat generative pre-trained transformer, which can answer the questions. If you ask any technical question, also it will answer in a very good way. So it has wide uh, applications in all the fields. So, oh, here it can make the conversations as a human being, and it can give very good answers. So, the engineers of new time has to adopt these technologies. They have to work with the even using the artificial intelligence in every walk of the life. So this has not, if we talk about this ChatGPT also, it has not come this much quickly. A long background is there. Some 20, 30 years of research happened before, which is being trained in all the data available on the internet and research papers and from various sources, and then so that it is able to make the conversations and give answers like a human beings. Even it can also write some research papers. Like you can see here, one research article on the first author is listed as ChatGPT. So even this ChatGPT is capable of writing a research article. So we have to use all this latest technologies uh, for doing our work. So I will just talk about different disciplines. Just a quick understanding, like in civil engineering, mainly what we do, mainly it is related with the construction of structures, tunnels, bridges, designs, buildings. In mechanical engineering, we uh, we design like automobiles, cars, electric vehicles, 3D printing, or any mechanical devices. In computer science engineering, we in computer science, now sir it is clear. Now sound is clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's
But
fine. Yeah. So, in computer science engineering, we design a computer system for specific applications, analyze the requirement, optimize the system, monitor any of the system from different locations. So here some of the engineering roles which I have listed, which is available for computer science graduates. Like they can be business analysts, they can be computer scientists, can be data scientists, data processing director, engineer. They can be a application analyst, or IT analyst, or IT manager. So these are some of the roles which computer science graduates can have. Uh, Another branch which we have is electrical and electronics engineering. So this branch is mainly concerned about design and development of electrical equipment, large scale electrical systems, uh, or electronic systems, or like signals, and making the traffic control, or making cell phones. So these are the various works which electrical and electronics engineers can do.
Sir, is any background sound near Sonu, sir?
I have closed other things. Yeah,
You use headphone.
yeah, I have closed other things. Yeah, I think now it will be better. So If we go for mainly I focus on the career options in India. So for a graduate, there are various sectors like private, government, PSUs, where the students can work. So here you can see what can be done after B.Tech. So mainly here we have four different paths. Like either they can go in government sector for jobs or in private sector jobs, or they can go for higher studies, or they go for self-employment, becoming entrepreneur, and they can run their own business. These are mainly four or categories which most of the engineers choose after the engineering. So here I have listed some of the competitive exams through which uh, engineering graduates get job. Like one is very so one is so first one I'll talk about technical based examinations. So technical based examination means these examination mainly focus assess on questions from the engineering subjects, like what branch you have studied. So most famous is GATE, then ESE Engineering Services Examination, then State Engineering Examination, then other exams also. So, and this is purely based on the technical. Another is general studies based examination. So, general studies based examination is based examination is one most famous is GPSC, then state PCS. So, for Bihar, it is BPSC, and other examinations. Another category of examination is aptitude and English based examination. So, on that, you can see CAT examination, SSC, banking, ZRE, ZMAT, TOEFL, IELTS. These are the mostly TOEFL, IELTS writes those who wants to go abroad. Then I will talk about the GATE, which is the most famous examination. So first use of GATE is with the GATE score you can do multiple things. Either you can go for higher education, or you can get the jobs in PSUs or other government jobs. So, if you are going for higher studies, so for higher studies like going for masters or PhDs, then you can join ISC. Uh, ISC, Indian Institute of Science, which is a very reputed institute in our country. Then IITs, we have many IITs and NITs uh, in our country where you can go for higher studies either for MTech or PhDs. Then we have NITI and other government colleges. Even with the GATE score, you can join in foreign universities also. There are many PSUs who who takes from GATE. So based on the GATE score, there are many PSUs who takes engineers like ONGC, IOCL, GATE, NTPC, PGCIL, NPCIL, DPC, HPU, Shell, Oshopo, ECIL.
खत्म हो गया। हेलो सर, पंकज सर।
Yes, sir. I think some network issue.
Sonu sir screen is off, sir.
Yeah, Sonu sir is not present. Sorry for interference. Uh, Gyanandin sir. Hello, Gyanandin sir.
हाँ जी बोलिए ग्यासुद्दीन दिस इज ग्यासुद्दीन
Yeah, Gyasuddin sir.
Sir, I think some
Uh,
network issue. Sonu sir is not look here.
so please continue, Gyasuddin sir. Uh, some
Sonu
network
sir
issue.
is came here.
So
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Sonu sir is ready for.
सोनू सर अच्छा हो
Yeah,
गया।
yeah, join. Yeah.
सर फैन ऑफ करिए, फैन जो चल रहा है इसको ऑफ करिए,
1 second, sir.
फैन ऑफ कराइए।
Yes, sir. Now I have switched off fan, so I think now sound will be more clear. So yeah, so I'll continue. So I was talking about technical based examinations like GATE. So through GATE, you can go for higher studies like masters or PhD, or you can join jobs in PSUs. So, for doing MTech or PhD, ISCs, IITs, NITs, NITI, or other state government colleges are there, on which you can join for MTech program, and later PhD. If you want to continue for PhD, also you can go for PhD. Then there are some foreign universities who also accepts students based on the GATE score. Then there are many PSUs who do shortlisting based on the GATE score. So some of them are listed here, like ONGC, IOCL, GATE, NTPC, PGCIL. Like that, many PSUs are there who takes candidate based on the GATE score. There are other institutions like ISRO, BAR, BEL, Airport Authority of India. They conduct their separate examinations, uh, and for these institutes, the questions are mainly asked is technical questions only. And there are other institutes like DMRC, LMRC, SSCJ, or RRPJ. They also conduct separate examinations for shortlisting of candidates. Here I talk about GS-based examination. So, these examinations are mainly based on the general studies GS, like UPSC. So on that, in that, both the general studies and technical questions both are being asked. Like for UPSC conduct many examinations like CSE, IFOS, EPFO, CDS, CAPF, like that. For different posts they conduct. State PS exam also, State PSC, they ask GS questions, general studies questions. For Bihar, like we have BPSC, who asks both technical and non-technical questions, in which GS plays major role. There are some other exams on which aptitude and English is important. Like you may be knowing about CAT, which is mainly given for management. Then banking, SSC, CCL, RBI, SSB. In these examinations, aptitude and English also plays a major role. Other examinations are GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, IELTS. Generally, this is given if some people wants to go abroad for master's degree. Then I will talk about the pattern of competitive exams. So, for engineering graduates, the most important exam is GATE exam. So, uh, and other is engineering services examination. So, in GATE, we know that GATE exams generally is being conducted in online mode. It is of 3 hours duration. In GATE, we have like 65 questions are being asked of 100 marks, and a score comes out of 1,000. In GATE, 15 marks comes from reasoning, aptitude, and English, and remaining 85% marks from technical subject, like for which branch I have applied. From that on that branch subject, questions will be coming of 85 marks. And another very important exam is engineering services examination. So engineering services examinations, it is having three different steps. One is stage one, that is prelims. Another is stage two, that is mains, and then next round is interview. In prelims, it has two papers and 500 marks papers, uh, uh, and and on that GS and aptitude, it is of 100 questions, and technical domain questions 150 questions, and total marks is 500. Another is mains, second step of ESA examination. In mains conventional paper, we have two papers, technical paper 1, paper 2. Both examinations are being conducted for 3 hours, 300 marks, in total 600 marks for mains. Then interview. So interview also plays major role for ESA examinations. Interview has 200 marks. So total we have 1300 marks for ESA examinations. So shortlisting is being done by sum of marks of all three stages. Then another is BPSC. Uh, in BPSC, uh, other than technical paper 1 and 2, other questions like from Hindi, English, GK, and general engineering subject questions are also being asked. Uh, then there are other examinations which is conducted separately by different institutes. Like earlier I have mentioned ISRO. ISRO conducts its own examination, which is a written exam, and generally it asks 80 multiple choice questions, and the examinations is being conducted for 1.5 hours, and of total marks 240. And other than this written, candidate has to qualify for the interview. So second step is interview. Similarly for BARC also, BARC conducts written examination on which 100 questions are being asked. Examinations is being conducted for 2 hour duration and of 300 marks. In this also we have interview as the second stage, and candidate has to qualify an interview to get selected. Another is Airport Authority of India. So Airport Authority of India, which conducts written examination for 120 MCQ questions. And generally, Airport Authority they conduct for different posts like air traffic controller or general engineer. This examination is also of 2 hours and 120 marks question. And but for this, we have second stage as interview, and interview question marks is given 30 marks. So total, the selection will be based on 150 marks. Another is SSCJE. So SSCJE is also a objective questions comes in, and on that 200 marks, 100 comes from technical, like from the subjects, what is your core branch of engineering, and another 100 comes from the uh, uh, aptitude, reasoning, and GK. And the second stage for SSCG is also on which technical is asked, technical paper 1 and technical paper 2. Another one is RRBJ. So RRBJ, for that also we have two, CBT1 and CBT2. CBT1 on which like common questions will be for all the branches. For second one technical, it will be 150 to, on which 50 marks will be from non-technical questions and 100 from technical from the subject, from your engineering subject. And total this is of 250 marks. So here you have seen, if you want to qualify most of these examinations, whether it is GATE, ESE, state engineering examinations, or other examinations, for most of these examinations, along with the technical, like along with the engineering subject knowledge, if you also have the knowledge of reasoning, aptitude, mathematics, English, then it will be easier for you to qualify these examinations. Without that, it qualifying these examinations is not possible. Uh, and for ESE, engineering services examination and state examinations, there are some other things like general studies which is being asked, which also plays a major role for these examinations. So, if you want to qualify these examinations with good marks, then you have to study all these subjects along with your engineering and subject knowledge. You should have the knowledge of all these things. Then here I have listed some of the PSUs who takes through gate exams or who conducts separate examinations. Like earlier I have mentioned some of the PSUs like ONGC, PGCL, NPCL, NTPC. These PSUs considers gate score, and some of the PSUs like NFL, BEL, DMRC, LMRC, Airport Authority, BARC, ISRO, they conduct their separate examination. Now, next, I will talk about higher education. So, uh, so earlier I have mentioned like those who wants to go for higher education like master degree or PhD. eh, uh, just here also like sort understanding in a visual form to understand what is PhD. Like if we assume this a small a circle which contains all the human knowledge, then what you do, what you learn during the elementary school is a small portion of the knowledge which you have gained during the elementary school. Once you pass the high school, your knowledge will increase with the time. And once you get this bachelor degree, like now you are graduating from the B.Tech, your overall knowledge increases in all direction, as well as you get a particular specialization, the knowledge about your branch subject. Like if you are graduating from CSE, you will be having knowledge about CSE more. If you are graduating from mechanical or civil, you will be having the knowledge of that particular subject more. So you get a particular specialization. Uh, then if you are going for master degree, then your knowledge in that particular subject increases. Like here you can see it, knowledge, your subject knowledge will increase in particular direction only. uh, and if you are going for further higher degrees, like if you are looking for uh, going for PhDs, then you have to then what you do, you, you will be learning a lot of research papers to get the understanding of that topic. You will be doing a state of art literature survey to know about that topic in very detail, uh, and you will be getting all the latest information and the knowledge available at that particular topic. Then you will finalize one topic that you'll be working on this. You come entirely focus on only that topic, and then you will work for that topic for years. So there is no fixed times for PhDs. It may take 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, or 6 year to complete the PhD. So during that period, you will be working particularly on that topic, and you will be generating some new knowledge on that particular topic. So here you can see that you have, with your contribution, the knowledge will increase uh, by a little amount. Here you can see this is a zoomed picture. Here you can see it like you will have the knowledge of that particular topic in a very good way, but that is a very small portion. The entire human knowledge is very big. So, uh, but if you are completing the PhD, means you will be having the specialized knowledge of that topic. So further, after doing this, also you can continue doing the research on that particular topic and creating new knowledge on that topic. So now I will talk about some of the research opportunities and definite opportunities available in India. So, as I have mentioned, what is the as I have talked about the research. So, in research, what we do first, we pose a question, we collect the data, conduct some experiments, uh, and then we do analyze those findings, and we finally we get the answer to the questions, and we create a new knowledge. Uh, uh, s- so this the creation of new outcomes, new knowledge, or new products happens in, when we do research. I so I will now I will talk about some of the research institutes which is available in India. So first of all, I will talk about the institute from where I have completed my PhD degree. So I have done from research at CSIR. So I'll talk about CSIR. CSIR is having 37 national laboratories in most of the part of the country. It has 39 outreach centers, one innovation complex, and 3 units. It has more than 3,000 scientists and more than 4,000 technical and scientific staffs. It works on most in most of the areas like from radio to space physics to oceanography, geophysics, chemical. It works in all the domains of the uh, research. So, and it is pioneer in filing and securing patents worldwide. CSR on average files 200 Indian patents and 250 foreign patents. It has uh, now active more than 1,000 patents. And also 140 which is commercialized. It has more than 2,000 patents which is granted in outside countries other than India. So and most of the patents granted to the CSIR also is being licensed. So it is 13.86% of the granted patents are licensed in CSI. Means the technology is given to the other company, so which is more than the global average. And uh, it constitutes only approximately 3 to 4% of scientific manpower in country, but it contributes around 10% of scientific output in our country, and it also produces more than 5,000 journal papers every year. So, which is a very high quality research. The average impact factor of these journals is 5.4. Here I have listed some of the institutions which are available in our country. So this list is available at DST website. Uh, uh, you can read about all these institutes from the DST website, official website of Department of Science and Technology. There they have listed in engineering in for different domains. We have different institutes, mainly 216 institutes are listed there. We have more institute also available in country, which is even not listed in this list. You can read about each institutes from their website. Here I will talk about some of the schemes which is available from AICT. So AICT also provides funding, and it have many schemes from which faculty and student can be benefited, like faculty development schemes, student development schemes, institutional development schemes, which is given to the institutes, research and innovation development schemes. You can read about different schemes and their eligibility and how much funding is available from the website of AICT. They also provide grants for organizing conferences. Research promotion schemes are available, on which also they can provide up to 25 lakhs. There are also schemes for subscribing journals or for doing the collaborative research. These schemes are available. Here I have listed some of the scholarship and fellowship schemes from UGC. So UGC provides different kinds of scholarships and fellowships like Emeritus Fellowship, Postdoctoral Fellowship, and like DS Kothari Fellowship, S. Radhakrishnan Postdoctoral Fellowship, Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship. Like that, many different fellowships are available from UGC. Also, JRFs are available in different domains like engineering or other domains of science, especially even postdoctoral fellowship for women are also available for UGC. You can read about different scholarship and fellowships from the official website of UGC. They also provide promotion, research promotion schemes to the faculties, like different levels of faculties, entry level faculty, mid level faculty, or senior level faculty. For each, they provide different schemes and different like mid career award, BSR faculty fellowship. You can read about it from the website. Here I have listed some of the research schemes which is now going on call for proposal at Department of Science and Technology. You can go to the official website of Department of Science and Technology. Here you can find it to some of the schemes like call for proposal related with hydrogen value platform in India, uh, and of different schemes on which it will be the details of different schemes are listed in PDF, and start and end dates are also mentioned. So the researchers has to apply before that end date with all the required information and supporting documents. So you can find out about different scientific schemes on DST website, like scientific engineering, research, technology development, technology mission in different category. They provide uh, uh, fundings, like you can read it about scientific and engineering research. They also provide Inspire Excel scheme for developing R&D infrastructure. Also schemes like Shatyam, CSRI, and many technology development schemes are also here on which they support for developing new technologies, or like we have different TRL levels for a product. Then, like enhancing the TRL level of one product from another. For that also we have different schemes. So these things are listed on DST website. You can check it from there. Science and technology for socio-economic programs and technology mission division, especially for even rural scientist program. Also, we have like rural scientist scheme A, scheme B, scheme C. In different schemes, we have different eligibility of the candidate who is applying, and different amounts of grants are there. Like one, like maximum 20 lakh grant could be there, 125 lakh could be there. So you can read it about each grants from the DST website. We have one DSIR, which also support different programs like industrial R&D promotion program, IRD industrial R&D programs. It also has like PACE patent acquisition and collaboration research for technology development. Also, PRISM promoting innovation in individual startup and MSME, which is available for anyone, like any individual, a student, a startup, or MSME can apply for this. It will go for like MS in Prisma scheme. We have like different phase one, phase two, phase three, and each scheme we have different grants. Like in phase one, up to 2 lakhs grant is being given. In Prism two, we have more. In Prism three, we have more amounts of grant. So you can read about each schemes, and those who fit for you can apply on that one. There are different fellowship opportunities for researchers in Ministry of Science and Technology under different category, like for through DST, through DBT, through CSIR, DSIR, or through CERN. So here I have listed some of the schemes like extramural research funding, or a scheme for uh, a startup research grant, JC Postmaster Fellowship, Ramanujan Fellowship, National Postdoctoral Fellowship, NPDF, Early Career Research Award, CSI Rings, like that. Different schemes are available through these DST, DBT, CSI, or SAR in Ministry of Science and Technology. uh, Especially through SERP. Here I have listed some schemes. These schemes, awards, and fellowships are available through SERP. So you can go to the SERP official website of SERP, Science and Engineering Research Board, and you can get the information about all about each schemes, awards, and fellowships. Here I talk about the opportunity available for engineering graduates in CSIR. So in CSIR, they also uh, recruit candidates for temporary positions like JRF, SRF, Junior Research Fellow, Senior Research Fellow, Research Associate, Senior Project Associate, Project Associate 1, Project Associate 2. Like that, different positions are there on which we have different amount to be given to the persons, but these all are temporary posts. You can check about all on the official website of CSIL. Here, I have listed some of the organizations from the research support which the government is providing through these organizations, like I earlier mentioned about AICT, UGC, DST, CSIR, DOC, DOD, ICMR, IMD, ISRO, DRDO, DAE, DBT, MNRE, MOEF, MFPA, CPRI. You may be aware of some of the organizations. You can check about the research funding support from these organizations from their website. Uh, one another part, earlier I have mentioned, like one part is the self-employment, that is entrepreneurship. So now I will talk about entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship, if a person who runs the business is called the entrepreneur. This process of action is called entrepreneurship, and what they make is the enterprise. So entrepreneurship also involves many things, like it requires innovation, it requires knowledge, it requires business skills, it requires leadership qualities. Uh, Sometimes the entrepreneur has to take many risks in the business, then only the business grows. These are the important aspects of entrepreneurship, like uh, investor, business incubator, business company, uh, partners. So they they are required in order to scale up the business, team building, leadership quality. The entrepreneur should have the leadership quality, then only the enterprise will succeed. Uh, so if Here I have listed some of the schemes which is available through MSME. So MSME MSME conducts uh, uh, collects ideas from the ideas on which whether students, faculty, entrepreneur, or MSME, anyone can apply and about their product, what they want to develop, and they can get it maximum 15 lakh support from the government through MSME. So you can check it about this in another MSME website about these schemes. After some intervals, they call for this competition. Then another is part is design, innovative design. If you want to design something, some product, uh, then if it is a student project, maximum 2.5 lakh uh, assistance is given from the MSME, and for other MSMEs, it is maximum up to 40 lakhs can be given. Here I have talked about one institute which is especially for the entrepreneurship development, business development. So those who are interested, those students can take some courses from here. They conduct courses of for some duration. On you can join the relevant courses from there. They provides training. There are some other places where you can search about entrepreneurship opportunities like Startup India, SSC Incubator, National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board, or a Startup Research Grant. You can find about these schemes from their websites. So, what are the different programs are there available, and based on the requirement of the program, you have to apply for it for the grant. So uh, now I s- so now I'll talk about like this entrepreneurship is not that much easy. Like if some person starts some company, it is not an initial stage like you would get too much benefit. So you have to stay in your business. You have to work constantly without stopping, and then at a certain point of time, you will get the success. So you think big, think fast, think ahead, ideas. Uh, so the entrepreneur always search for change, respond to it, and exploit it to an opportunity. Uh, so knowledge is the key. Take the bold decisions, be responsible, and set the goal and lead the team. Then only you will get the success. Uh, Now, I would like to thank the organizing team, the Professor A.K. Ahar sir, the principal of the college, and Kunal sir, Pankaj sir, Nishikant sir, Vasanami sir, for giving this opportunity to interact with the students. Uh, I'd like to also thank the students for the patient hearing. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to us. Here I have provided my email IDs.
Yes, sir, I have posted one query. A student name is Dadan Roy. He is
Yes, sir.
asking, yeah, he is asking that he is poor and he want to study in foreign university. So what is the opportunity?
Uh, yes, sir. So, in my presentation, I have mentioned some of the examinations like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS from there. So now we have those are the junctions so that people will go for higher studies in abroad since he is from we have next presentation from the Mr. Gianna. So he will be mainly covering about the how we get the opportunities to go abroad. So he will be covering about those topics. So this will be answered during his presentation. Uh, so he can just attend the next session to I hope he will get the answer of this question in the session. Any other questions there?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sonu sir, for detail explaining B.Tech student in different fields as like job, research, higher degree. Now I am invite Professor G. Ahmed is an associate professor at the University of Santiago, South America. He is pursuing PhD from CSIR Structural Engineering Research Center, Chennai, and published several national and international research articles. He has provided his guidance to many students and startups. Now, G. Ahmed sir.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Aftab sir, and thank you, Sonu sir. You are delivering such a wonderful lectures. One thing I want to know from here, what I feel, some students are feeling a little lazy or sleepy kind of thing because they are facing English problem maybe. So
Yes, sir.
better,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. I can see.
Can
Uh, yeah, yeah. So what I will do, I will discuss in Hindi. Maybe I will try to speak Hindi mostly so that our student will understand nicely. Okay. So मैं बोल रहा था कि जो आफ्ताब सर ने बताया कि एक रात की तैयारी में जो तुम लोग मतलब बच्चे लोग क्या करते हैं, एक रात की तैयारी करते हैं और एक रात की तैयारी के बाद क्या करते हैं, बस एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पढ़ लिया और जाकर एग्जाम दे दिया। ऑब्वियसली एक रात की तैयारी में हम लोग भी पढ़ लिख के पास कर जाना, ये तो आसान है ना। लेकिन अगर आप सोचते हो कि हमें कुछ करना है इन फ्यूचर में, तो फिर क्या करना होगा?